Okay, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. This is Banner Saga. We're just taking a minute here to peek in at how our people are doing. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Wow, all I can really give her is more armor? Just let it happen. Just let me make the suboptimal adjustment there. Oh, we haven't looked at the new items we've gotten at all. Again, I'm of the embittered opinion that I won't use them. So 3 break is very good. Alette, you can tell Alette is maybe the protagonist, the default protagonist, because she gets at the start of the game, you have a item named for her, yet, strangely, Rook doesn't have a bracelet. So this gives 1 armor, 1 strength, and 1 will. It's pretty good. This gives 3 break. Would I rather have 3 break or always do 1 more damage? I guess the armor. Honestly, this is a really good item to not be using. Gunnulf is using something that just gives him 20% strength, which is very, very good. I'd love to level up Ivor. And Oddleaf. Mulligan, a little bit. It's fine. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. I'm not actually here to rest, just so that the game saves. Nine days to supplies. That's fine. The sounds of a skirmish alert you to a Varro surrounded by a half-dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business! This Varro killed my father without reason!" The Varro is about to respond when a man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assault. So hear what they have to say? The old Varro shrugs, as if unconcerned, saying, "This one's father and I had a business deal. He lied. Now he's dead." "Lies!" shouts the man. "You've murdered him over a lie, you coward!" The men wildly attack the Varro, who deflects them well enough, but you're uncertain how long he can keep it up. Alex would like 1 more Varro. Defend the Varro. Ivor, you said. We could use any Varro with good sword arm, couldn't we? He nods, readying his weapon. The men immediately back off. The prospect of fighting an entire army suddenly seems unappealing. They watch from a distance, shouting obscenities and something about injustice. Injustice! The Varro turns toward you. Didn't need the help. But if I'm going to travel, it might as well be in the company of other Varro. He falls in line with you and the others when you return to travel. Plus 1 Varro. Morale improved. Plus 5 renown. Gotta get that renown where you find it, man. Minus 7 supply. Gather round, doubters! Echoes a shout in the distance as Krumer and his band of warriors break nearby foliage. And behold, the invincible Varro! The caravan is thrilled to see Krumer return safely. Morale improved? So we lost 4 Varro. Did the plan work? Asks Ubin. Work, responds Krumer. Of course it worked. Same old dredge. Should be another day or 2 before they even find their own asses. Plus 20 renown. Krumer, you are a god. If you apologize, tell how I found these, Krumer says, passing you a pair of large leather gloves that look big enough for a Varro. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with the raven's nest and the hair tie. How the fuck does he have such weird stories? Also, didn't he say he built a yacht with whale's teeth, right?
As Sigurholm approached us, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
I want more more laurel. More! 142 days. So I think there's an achievement for finishing the game in 100 days or less? That's fucking crazy! One catastrophe to another, says Oddweep as you pull into Sigurdholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here. You get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out at a question. The beach is bare. Aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat, you reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are we going to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you're inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddweep and Ivan. As long as we need to. I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Ivan. I think Oddweep is right. I saw a man the whole time we were setting up. He was just watching me. In a creepy way. How long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Look, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Nah, Ivan. Nah. We gotta fucking go. She's magic. She'll find her way to us. How expensive are supplies here? That's pretty not cool, man. Pretty not cool. Let's level people up and then think about buying supplies. Let's just do the thing I want to do and then think about buying supplies. Okay, Ivor, absolutely get O-moded. There we go, get promoted. Yeah. Big, strong Ivor. And then Mogan, Oddweep. I would like to promote Oddweep. Yes. He's already gonna break. Really? Well, okay. I guess we just make Oddweep more able to spend will. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So Oddweep, what are you using currently? 15% crit chance. That's quite good, but I'd rather you have the break. Oddweep goes early enough in our order here that she is often breaking a lot of armor. As a Mogan, I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not really that sorry. I want to buy more supplies. 1 to 3 is not a great ratio, but we need more supplies. Ivan, you're really worried about it, aren't you? What? Juno, worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her, are you sure it was real? Could have been a dream, or I don't know, you were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I hope it wasn't just a dream. I'd like to be a mender. Being a mender, I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just a part of me. They knew very young I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother, father, both menders. The guild is lots of people now. Builders, healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, it's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we don't end up scaring people. How exactly does weaving work anyway? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it, really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of... Like I said, it's hard to explain. Why is Bellower still following us? I saw Grofheim. Is it burned? Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The Sunder blew through it like a tempest. The Varro fell in the thousands. Most of the Sunder left the city, headed south. Who knows where they are now? Might be destroying every town they come to. Headed towards Aberang. Bellower stayed in Grofheim. It's for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einertoff, I thought he must want to wipe the Varro off the map completely. Then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Raids. Maybe, but just make sure he doesn't catch up. You think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escaped the dredge, the serpent said a darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long it will take. What it means, even. Trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Arboring. We can find ships, make it to the capital. We might have a chance. I won't take any more time. Oh no, it's okay, Rook. I appreciated the talk. It's good to feel grounded. Spend all day worrying about serpents, or Sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated. Scared, maybe, of me? Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Doubt it, Ivan. Doubt it. We're not even a third of the way through this series. There's gonna be a whole lot more of the world ending. I don't want to rest. I can't buy more supplies. So I guess we leave. Rook, wait, please, Ivan begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, so he'd be giving up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. Ivan stares out across the lake with the 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We tried to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. Tried to float the caravan over the lake. My tip gets stuck. Just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that will take. What do you think? Did you pay some locals for help? Oh, if only there were a fishing village nearby with some boats. The locals become a lot more helpful when you swallow your pride and start offering food for help crossing the river. Fucking imagine that. They give you small fishing boats to borrow and show you the area with the best chance of making it across. You hope your luck holds out as you launch from the shore. Despite where you suspect because of your vigilance, the locals from Sigerholm don't try anything underhanded as they take you in small boats to the other side of the lake over several trips. You leave them with a generous amount of food, and they row back to their town. You hope it's worth it to buy some space from Bellower, who will have to drag his armies through the mud on foot. Mighty supplies, that's it? That was so cheap! Oh, okay, yeah, very worth. Add renown. Yeah, good. Fuck, I didn't even need to buy more supplies for that. Okay, alright, well, we have less than a week left of supply. If I had been a smart man and hadn't been wasting supplies by resting incessantly this entire time and just fighting with injuries, we would have a lot more renown to spare right now. It's interesting how the game rewards and punishes you for different things. The scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches of blue model her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying her along could kill her in a state like this, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out another. Help the kid. As the caravan's tents rise, a fire is built beside the girl who's covered in furs and ointments. Progress is slow, but soon you see the girl liven up to swallow water, then some heated broth. When you wake the next day, the healer tells you the girl should be fine, in time. We gotta improve our morale, alright? I mean, our supplies are terrible, but I can't stop to improve our morale. So anything that will improve our morale not make me stop for a day, is welcome. Ah, here we fucking go. As you're about to head off to sleep one night, Onef pulls you aside. I don't remember his voice. I have a couple of concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says. In private. You find a nice quiet place to talk. And have an assassination attempted. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? Who are you worried about? I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skogar? They're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear they died to protect you. Suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varro? Don't even know half the warriors. Telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now. After everything that happened in Einartoft. They joined us voluntarily. And they might voluntarily put the sword in your gut too, like you're about to, Onif. What happens the first time a Varro doesn't want to do what you tell them? Krumer gave the word I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest. They could take this caravan by force any time if they wanted to. What do you suggest? I suggest growing some balls instead of hoping it all works out, Rook. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with this. A mender who pulls lightning out of the sky. Jesus, you're just a xenophobe. Onif, I wish I had known this about you. And tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we looked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sigarpole. Ivan's just the apprentice. What in the depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Ivan? I heard they weren't found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. An enormous serpent shows up in Einartoft after tearing the world in half, takes one look at Ivan, and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council. How does that make any damn sense? Ivan could have taken control long before now. A true man with ambitions can be very patient. I'm grateful what you've done to get us this far, Rook. But it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Suddenly you gasp for air when you look down on his height, holding a knife very deep in your ribs. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again, there's a bird whistle, the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onif's fighters from Frostfeather leap into action, cutting people down. Ah, good! As Oddleaf turns to fire on the men, Onif runs her through, pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. Onif heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Oddleaf is dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave through the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onif clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside, pulls her deep into the woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. Ah! This is why I didn't want to pick you up. Krumer going last? Yeah, let's just have Krumer go. Let's move Krumer up the line. Wait, you can get promoted? Get promoted? That's probably a waste. I didn't remember that Oddleaf would die. It's always fucking someone who dies when this happens. I have put so much into leveling Oddleaf. That is a shame. That is a true shame. I've lost many more people than we really needed to. Okay, you can kill this. You can kill this. You can kill this. You can get in the way of this. You can get in the way of that. You can get in the way of that. That'll do. Yep, just kill that immediately. Thank you, Ivor. Thank you, Gunnold. Just step one, kill the archers. Or at least hurt the archers. Onif, you were not worth picking up. Onif is kind of worth it because it gives you supplies, and we, like I was saying, have just been taking horrible advantage of how much supply we have. Alright, let's make her a little more harmless. Ivan, can you give me a lightning? Oh, my dude. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Alright, Ivor's gonna be right here. You're gonna die? Yeah. Run Gunoff down here. I would like Nid to not die. I would really like no one else to get injured. I've spent so much renown on people who don't matter and things that don't matter. Part of me, and this is why I've been playing off stream, part of me is super tempted just to restart the playthrough and do it better a second time, but part of the appeal of this game is making hard decisions and living with very hard to foresee consequences, just like real life. So off stream, absolutely I'm going to be returning to my my game of, oh fuck, I should have of doing everything perfectly, but yeah, Ivan can't do anything here. Hurt their owner, I guess. But for this stream game, I guess I'll just suck it up. Take that, son. Gunoff got one kill this entire time and just been running back. Hey, it's something. It's something. Actually, I would like you to move right here. Reason I want you to move right here is being adjacent makes your bloody flail even better. Damn, is it a sight to behold? Okay, Mid, you're over here. Here's that armor. Ivan, I'll knock you down to 3 strength left, and Ivor will easily be able to finish this off. Oh, Ivor's ready to get promoted. Hell yeah. Krumer's injured. Krumer's already injured. It's fine. I'm more upset about Oddleaf getting hurt. That's fine, and then Alette just being taken off into the wilderness. Where is Alette? Shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit. You're already hobbling to the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree, her hands and clothes covered in blood. She stares ahead vacantly, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onif, an arrow buried in his right eye as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction, then Onif. I killed him, she says. You did good, kid. Alette, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after a bloody struggle with Onif. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, you're bleeding. Suddenly, she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Oddleaf! Anyone! Ivor! I found them! Just as your sight goes black, you see Ivan, Ivor, and Alette standing over you. Friends! He's going to make it. Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally, a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. Oh, fine. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddly. It's a good thing Ivan was here. She's going to pull through. Yes, Ivan! Oh, you've redeemed yourself. Oh, thank God. Oh. Oh. Ivan, you my boy. Alright, I hate how whiny you are and how singularly focused you are on Juno. Redeemed yourself. Alright, she's going to pull through. It was a nasty wound. You managed to kill more of the traitorous sons of bitches, and the rest fell into the woods. A lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Ivan. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Ivan frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. I did all enough to do this, Rook. He was talking to you right before it happened. Thought my leadership would get us killed. What a bastard. All this time we had no idea. I think Onuf was running Frostfeller the whole time. Correct. Echo was always just a barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. And I just murdered that barking dog. Whoops! It's no accident. Onuf went after us. Those of us from Skoga. He thought with us gone, he'd take the banner. The rest would fall in line. Or at worst, they take all the supplies for themselves, leave the rest as dredge fruit. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. Nah, dude, it is like 4 chapters too late to be telling me this. This would be an impactful lesson if it were right after Frostfeller, and the betrayal happened then. I guess the reason they put it off this long is like, yo, hey, this character you've had for 90% of the game, or 60% of the game, whatever, they betrayed you, so it can happen to anyone at any time in the future. Life is really fragile and full of unpredictability? A lack of predictability? I don't know. It's way too fucking late for this, Ivor. I've already set a code of ethics and morals and a strategy I'm following. It's too late to change. We're not changing tracks. No. Nothing changes. We're not like him. You're a better person than I, Rook. You're goddamn right. None of this changes the fact that Bellow was out there somewhere, following us. Swamp around Sigerholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan's already starting to pick up camp. Yeah, I just got stabbed in the lung, no big deal, just gotta do some mender magic and I'm on my feet again. Completely normal. Absolutely normal. Alright, so Oddleaf, get the fuck in this party. It's 20 to promote you, right? I might wait for it. Oh, Alette. Who do I have in here? Oh, right, we threw Gunnulf in here. Nid is interesting. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. But we have way too many. With Nid involved, we'd have way too many backline people. Gunnulf is already not super tanky. I mean, more tanky than Hogan, and you were using Hogan forever, Alex. Never mind. Nid, what are you using so I can unequip this? Oh my god, you can unequip just through that menu? I'm an idiot. I've been, like, dragging it to other people. But, just gonna ignore how obvious that seems now, and go talk to Oddleaf about how she almost died. How's the wound? You notice Oddleaf wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure. Well, I'm glad you would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Without Ivan, that's all you could have done. Oh, without Ivan, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. Crap seems really out of place here. Is a word choice. It still aches like you wouldn't believe. Oh. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. Guess things could have gone worse. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died, hint, hint. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone. Even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have Alette around. And you, Rook. What do you think about the caravan? You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Oddweek takes a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. Let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. Alright. Well, flirting aside, we ain't got time for flirting. We ain't got time for this. I've been so lonely. You should keep me company. No. There's an army on our tail. We have 3 days of supplies left. I mean, I guess situations when you're under stress, that's actually when people tend to have sex more. It's a stress relief or catharsis, but nah. Several women are talking expressively about the young girl found nearly frozen to death, now called Akrosta. What a name. The quiet child's face expresses a quiet terror. Aggressively, you shouldn't have had this first quiet in here. This is an editorial note. Saying quiet twice in the same sentence starts taking meaning for it. The timid child's face expresses quiet terror. The young child's face, you could use another word to imply a sense of vulnerability, akin to quiet, without saying quiet twice. Aggressively jabbing at the dirt with the stick, which she clearly used to draw on the ground. Alright, let's look at the drawings. The markings are somewhat intricate. The squares and circles could be wagons, including a depiction of yokes in front. A line from the yokes leads deeper gouges where Okrosta stabbed the stick repeatedly. Depending on how you look at it, though, it could be almost anything. And talk to her. You're safe, Okrosta, you say, looking into the girl's blue eyes. She calms a bit before stepping towards you, using her stick to point at the deep gouges in the ground she previously made. She whispers, itch, itch, itch. Doesn't mean anything to you. Itch. It does, actually. Just seeing EDJ on the screen, I'm like, it doesn't mean anything. She's saying dredge. Edge, edge, edge. It doesn't mean anything to you, but you feel like you connected with her a bit. How fucking ignorant are all these people? Rook, you have a kid. You have a kid. Clearly, Alette was young enough at one point to not be able to say words correctly. Alright. Yes, hello, I need supplies, like, real fucking badly. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures fall off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Some clansmen? No supplies, though. Really, it's the supplies I'm wanting. 1 for 5. I don't want to get rid of all of my renown, but I really need supplies. I really need supplies. I have 9? I have 9 fucking supplies right now? Yeah, I have to do this. I'm not happy about this, but I have to do this. I'd love to promote some people. That's not going to happen. I'd like to rest. That's not going to happen. We just need to keep moving. Especially if morale gets worse, I'm gonna have to stop to let that improve, and for that I absolutely need supplies. I'm hoping some morale improving events happen soon, but... Oh, there's a godstone. Up ahead, a scout shouts. Some giant hall, but it's empty. You approach the structure, but recognize none of the markings. The walls seem unsteady at best. Finally, sweeping beneath the roof, you overhear, several families begin unpacking. Bitch! We ain't got time for this. Keep everyone back until you're certain it's safe. Several volunteers search the building with weapons drawn. Just as they announce an all clear, Varro leans against a support, which gives way and a third of the structure crumbles. Luckily, no one is injured, but you leave the crumbling building behind. Nah! Nah. Ooh, a roof over my head. We don't need a roof. Alright, we need an escape. While walking, the words of a mother's song reached you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins to tale in his own verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. Join in with a verse of your own? The whole caravan is shocked when the first line of your poem rings out. You mimic both contestants, adding your own spin to their tales. At last, you end with a joke at your own expense, and the peasants wildly applaud. Yes, it buys me another day of not resting. Hopefully we can get to this godstone and maybe get some morale? Probably not. Assuming this is a godstone. Yep, this is a godstone. My morale's terrible. What a fucking face. No, that's oddly good. Like, I don't know. I love the tree roots growing into this. The imposing godstone of Bjorl approaches. Bjorl. His severe visage now makes it seem like he's watching even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest and in open fields. Logan pulls you aside to show you some red berries growing on an ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. These shouldn't be growing here, he says expectantly. I haven't seen these in a long time. He and Mogan busily go about collecting the berries. In fact, in honor of Bjorl, some of the caravan crack kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. My supplies! It's to the only god that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks, and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Let's collect berries. I need supplies. Badly? What exactly are these? You asked Hogan. When I would travel to Borsgard with my father, sometimes he would buy us a few of these, Hogan replies. Wouldn't be a luck you find. See for yourself. You try one, and you can feel energy returning to your tired limbs. Not taking a few more would be a wasted opportunity, you figure. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjorl's stone is one of few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the specter of bad fortune, you think to yourself. Get Tistleberry. I can't help but feel if I picked another option it would have improved morale more, but whatever. We got a level 1 item, or a level 2 item near the end of the game, and Tistleberries. Not very good. Hey, it's something. It's something. It's not morale decline. A gaunt man and woman appear in the caravan, hands held high. A word, friends, the man says. 4 farmers down on our luck. The woman hits him and says, we're outlaws. Plain and simple. 10 of us, and we'll help you in a fight for some food up front. Nah, goodbye. Goodbye. Farewell. I don't need more eaters. There's so much more than... The man stops as the woman glares at him. He nods and they shuffle away quietly. It takes until camp is set to notice a few of your supplies have gone missing. Son of a bitch. Maybe I should have let them join.
It's more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Renjavik comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses, abandoned, crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Borsgard. You try to hurry past, but you're eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. What is that? Points out Oddweed. Up near one of the longhouses, in the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. The dredge, heading your direction, turn back, roaring, and begin to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold for long. That will help them. Against my better judgment, we should probably do something, you say. The others agree, even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break through. "Hey!" shouts the Varl, wearing all red, standing on the other side of the dredge. "Came all the way here for just me?" He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Received item, Scarlet Feather. "Hello, Sigbjorn." Found in a drunken stupor, Sigbjorn appears to be part of a clan of questionable morals currently residing in Borsgard. Right. You got Tempest. Cool. You got Heavy Impact. Dope. What is your item that you are using? +2 move, -1 aggro. I'll be real with you. That's kind of terrible for you. Movement is nice, but, nah? Alright, so who do I want in here? I definitely want Alette. I probably want Oddweave. I want Alette to get to level 5. I want Oddweave to get to level 5. I want Ivan because he's pretty damn good. I want Ivor and I want Gunnulf. This is some fair team. It's 3-3. 3 up front, who are mostly breakers and holders, and then 3 in the back to do damage. Yeah. I will have Oddweave go in front of Alette because she's better at breaking. Alette is better at doing damage. And Ivan can just shoot lightning and stuff from the back row. And hopefully we can get enough to promote. Yeah, I would love to get enough to promote Ivor, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to get 20 whole renown from this. Probably not. Alright, Rando. Make me love you. I hate this layout. Okay, so if I had to approach this, I'd probably want to approach it from this side. The reason is the grunt, the stone guard, and the other grunt. Hitting this, taking down this armor, would also hurt these two. This is stronger, and it's more strong, and it's scarier. But if I can just keep it at a distance, maybe I'm not needing to be afraid of it. Oh right, and Sigbjorn has this. So yeah, let's start out with this. Yeah, okay, no, I feel like this was the right opening. Gonna go get a kill. Our morale is bad, so we're actually at -1 willpower. I would like to address that, but I don't feel very well equipped to address that right now. Alright, who's going next? This one, then that one, and this one. Oddweave. If it were to attack one of you, it would probably attack you, and in so doing, it'd probably pass this way. Oh god, I don't want to predict where it's going to move. I do not want to predict where it's going to move. Okay, instead let's have Oddweave go here. These two are at least adjacent, so if I hammer on your armor, it will affect your neighbor. Not very much, but a little bit. Okay, well I would have been right about its pathing, but that was not worth gambling on. I could shoot you, yeah. You're gonna go next, and then Big Boy over there is gonna go. Big Boy is scary. I would really, really appreciate the opportunity to whittle them down a bit. Let's have Alette go here. Thread the needle. I've not been making good use of Thread the Needle at all. That's pretty nice. Ha! You did me a big fucking favor there, friend. A big fucking favor. Okay. That's pretty huge. Yeah, just shock this down to 1 HP. So I want Alette to get this kill, I think. Out of everyone, I want her to have it the most. No glowy rocks! Get the glowy rocks out of here. Tell you what, I got some feelings about glowy rocks, and that feeling is no glowy rocks. I killed it. Damn it. Not often that I will be mad that I accidentally killed something. And I'm not mad, I'm just... Whoops. Let's take out your armor so Alette can definitely kill you next round. Let's just get all of that armor gone. Alette, I want you to thread the needle killing this. Oh, that won't kill this. That was stupid. No, it definitely killed. Double kill! Alright, yeah, that was pretty cool. Alette, if used properly, can do cool shit like that. I already forget his voice. Welcome to my mead house, Sigbjorn's house of mead. Wasn't expecting a varro this far south, or this drunk. I can see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the mead hall, looking on with uneasiness. Who are all these? Who are you people? No, they're friends. They made this place. It's not really mine. You lured Reg back to a room full of unarmed people. What is wrong with you? Oh, come on. I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drink. The best drink. Wait, I was saving your ass. Remember that part? If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. What do we do with this guy? Anyone here is welcome to join. The townspeople show you a huge stock of barrels filled with high-quality mead, dope, and help you haul them back to the caravan. Hell yeah. 20 supplies. I'll miss this place. Good memories. Are we at 19 renown? You tease! With some help, you gather the casks of mead and head back to the caravan. Sigbjorn and the other survivors are in tow. The caravan gives the boisterous Varl a large berth as you set out for Borisgard. Gave you. Bastard. Angry face. Morale decline. Sad face. It's fine, we'll get to Borisgard. What did I do? Sigbjorn wakes in a pool of his own sick. Why am I surrounded by small people? The other clansmen let him sleep off his drunken stupor on the ground, and this morning he's paying the price. You'd help him out. Reluctantly, your clansmen offer any food and drink they can scrounge together for the morning Varl. When one offers thin meat, he pushes it away. In fact, take this away from me, he says, handing you his massive mead stein. -1 supply. Eventually, Sigbjorn comes to you. I won't get into the details, he said. I was supposed to bring these casks from Renjedik back to Borisgard. I drank maybe half, by accident. Point is, you don't tell anyone what happened. I won't tell anyone about the mead you got, okay? Trust me on this one. You agree? And get back to travel. Got Bjoruf's blessing. It's that god's name that I can't pronounce. Poor morale. Morale decline. Maybe there's nowhere, you can't go lower than 0. Ukfrosa, the young girl who joined your caravan after found nearly frozen, suddenly stands still, refusing to move. She points off to the side of the trail and stares, her eyes full of fear. This again, remarks one of the clansmen nearby. Yeah, show me, kid. She nods and slowly draws a tent. Edge, she says, pointing to the tent and again off the trail. Your confusion prompts her to draw another symbol on the tent, one you've seen before on the dredge armor. Send scouts ahead to check? Nah, ambush. quietly, you warn the fighters. Octhrosa's fear is well founded. Beyond the short ridge lies a large dredge encampment. You have your warriors encircle the camp, breathe deeply, and charge. In the aftermath of the assault, you take stock of your fighters. Nobody lost, not a single dredge alive. You follow their bodies as a warning. You leave their bodies as a warning to any others who follow behind and return to camp in good spirits. Morale improved? No renown, huh? Just morale improved. Would have really liked some renown, Game. I'm not saying you should have given it to me, but I really would have appreciated it if you had. Morale decline. Can't get lower than 0. Stop! A resolute voice calls from somewhere in front of you. The surrounding terrain comes alive with armed fighters surrounding the caravan. No need for bloodshed, says the leader. Leave a couple of wagons, pretend you never even stopped here. Inform them about the coming dredge. I'm guessing you have no idea the dredge are on their way, you shout. That's the case, friend, says their leader. We need those supplies more than ever. Without a glance to his men, the attack begins. Bandits. Had to be bandits. Alright, well, am I happy with this party? I'm pretty happy with this. Morgan and Hogan, I like a lot. Sigbjorn and Ganolf, on the other hand, they're monsters. I want Alette and Oddweath. Alette and Oddweath. Okay, remember that the archers need kills. Alette needs 2, Oddweath needs 2. I need 2 kills with each of the archers. That's it. That's easy to remember. I should be able to remember that. Have any of your party ever tried talking to the dredge as opposed to killing them? Apparently not, right? It's a little strange, don't you think? But apparently they're not the talking sort. Dredge diplomacy is not really a thing talked about at all. Okay, he can just come in here and kill one of them, but Nope. We're gonna run in here. I'm gonna be doing some suboptimal plays here. I want to set the archers up to get kills. Each of them needs 2. That's not very hard to accomplish. I could have killed these archers so easily. But I want them to be able to hit level 5. Now it's a different question if they'll actually be able to level or not, but I want them to be able to. Okay, you have 6 armor. I can strip all that away right now. Alette doesn't like killing people, but she needs the kills. She needs the experience. It's just kind of dark, but I didn't make this world, I just live in it. Can I... Ivan... Don't tear down this armor. I shouldn't have you in melee combat at all, but, well, I do. Start running up here, just a big piece of paper, yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. Well, the tapestry is a big paper, right? I mean, it's not made out of paper, but yeah, it's similar. Kill this, so Oddweath is at 1 of 2. So Oddweath needs 1 more. There you go, get promoted, Alette. Please don't shoot Ugly. Please don't shoot Ugly. You're gonna shoot Ugly. Son of a bitch. That's why I get deploying my punches. Okay, well. Die by lightning, son. Oh shit, I hit Ivor. Whoops. My bad. And luckily she was already injured, so it's not the end of the world, but it's still kind of frustrating. I need another kill with Audley. But at least Alette is ready for level 5. Level 5 isn't the maximum level, but it's functionally the maximum level. For this game, I think level 5 is max, but clearly for the entire trilogy it is not. I think 15? 15 might be for the trilogy? Oh, look, Boersgard.
As we pass steep cliffs, the sprawl of Boersgard comes into view. A city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our graves.
On that note, I'm just going to hit that camp button real quick before we get in here, because it's been about an hour. And, well, I'm putting in a cut here. Thanks for hanging out. I will keep streaming this tonight, but if this is on YouTube, this is it for today. Make sure to stop by again tomorrow. In the meantime, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, stop by. And, well, see the thrilling conclusion to Banner Saga Part 1 of 3 tomorrow. Till then, toodles.